good morning, good evening, hello. Ugh. Let me just stretch out a bit. I had a bit. I don't know if I'd classify it as a nightmare or not. I had a dream where Moggy killed like 2 people that were bullying me, and then like I guess I had an anxiety attack over it in my dream, and so I reported myself as being the person that killed them. And I was like, wow. Like, it sounds weird now that I'm saying it out loud, but at the time I was like, oh, I'm so anxious. Moggy can't go to jail over this. I gotta report it myself. But yeah, hi. Really long stream day today. We're gonna be playing 4 games. It's been a really long time. I've been meaning to do a 4-game stream for a while, but I just never got around to it. The brain worms kept attacking me. Yeah, let's play some Miles Edgeworth. Like, I've been thinking about this game, and I think Miles has like one of the like best couple games in the series. Like I remember I really enjoyed the first one a lot, and I'm really enjoying this one too. Maybe it's because I like Miles as like a protagonist a lot too. That might help a bit. Like, Miles is one of my favorite characters, and it's refreshing to kind of have a protagonist like that too in the Ace Attorney games. Like, he's both similar and different from the stereotypical, you know, like Phoenix and Apollo. He's got like that same sense of like upholding justice and all that, but it's very different. Is that the right save? This 14-part title quest is fucked up. This feels like it's New Game Plus only. Yeah, a lot of Vesperia side quests, you could probably just like, you know, if you're not feeling it, you can just skip it or like wait a bit, like just gradually kind of chip away at it. I think the game doesn't really expect, especially when you're at like the whole world opening up, I don't think the game expects you to just like kind of drop everything to do everything. Okay, stream is oh no. Am I still having internet issues? Fuck. Oh man. What the fuck is going on? Not like my family's gonna tell me anything. This happened yesterday too, right around this time. The internet crashed. Ugh, this is frustrating. Yeah, like I pay for the internet. No one tells me when shit goes down. Oh, I think it's picking back up. Oh no, it crashed again. Went back into the red. This could be on my end. No, it's not on your end. I see the drop frames. It was like in the red. It seems to be back in the green. Like you get a bit of buffering and then it lags a bit. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I see it on my end too. It's a kilobyte per second. It was in the red, but it seems to be in the green now. Is it still good? Fine for a moment? Okay. Alright, I'm gonna record this in case I need to end this early and I need to, like, mash this up with another stream. Because I seem to be having internet issues. The tavern mini game. Yeah, that... I gotta see how bad this is. Hold on. I took advantage of the Switch's capabilities with that one. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. Alright. Yeah, we seem to be doing okay now. Let's examine the body. Yeah, she really does just look like she's cosplaying as Colonel Sanders. Notebook of Promises K. Well, one thing's for certain. This isn't K. She doesn't even look like her. Yeah, she just has the same first name. Or maybe that's her last name. I'm not sure whether K or Promises is her first name. Promises sounds like a last name, though. Is that like a burn on her hand? I think we knew that already, Detective. RK is standing right over there, after all. The victim looks to be in her 30s. She's wearing a white suit. Could be she worked in one of those offices here in the building. She worked at the KFC. Perhaps, but for now, she remains unidentified. The question is, why did the police seem to think her name was Kay? I must scour the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention. Okay, well, I guess we'll look at this first. You think this could be the murder weapon? A 3-armed candelabrum. The victim suffered the same number of puncture wounds to the chest. Uh-oh. We better watch out or else some skeletons might start showing up. Challenge us to a duel. Puncture wounds that could well have been made by these spikes. A candle album? Not quite, Detective. A candelabrum. A candle holder, in other words. Ah, I gotcha. That reminds me. I forgot to pay my electricity bill once a while back, and I had to live by candlelight for a whole month. Come see you, poor man. Who does that in this day and age? A man that does not get paid enough. But honestly, I've had that happen a lot, but only with my phone bill. I'm constantly on the urge of, on the edge of getting my phone bill turned off, so I know how Gumshoe feels. Yeah, what's this? It seems she suffered a serious burn to her hand at some point. You think it has something to do with how she died? No, this scar's too old for that. I would imagine it happened some time ago. Hmm? She's holding something. Detective, could you open her hand for me? Yes, sir, right away. They get angry in 5 seconds. Yeah, it is. It's bad. It's super bad. Like, I don't know if you remember the Symphonia Diner Dash game, but it's like they took that and made it even worse. What is that? Wait, I know. It's a loyalty card. Probably from a store. Ouch! It's a key card. Ugh. Why, sir? Why? The question we should be asking is, what does it open? Seemed like she had something else in this hand too. But someone grabbed it. There's something pinned to the jacket here. A piece of magenta fabric. Whatever it was, it looks like it was torn off pretty roughly. Yeah, so it looks like Kay torn it off of her. Can I fill multiple orders at once? I believe you can. if I recall correctly. The victim's hair is caked with blood. Looks like she was hit with something, huh? Unfortunately, it's too early to say for certain. Perhaps an answer will turn up as we investigate further. It doesn't look as if there's anything in the chest pocket. Nothing except this hole right here. By the look of how the fabric was torn, I think it was pierced by something sharp. Can't keep your coins in there now. They'd all fall right out. Have you never heard of a change purse, detective? Change purses are expensive. It uses up all your change. Sure have, sir. It's another word for a pocket, right? Gumshoe. I give up. Gumshoe. Oh, this guy. A pure white jacket with a deep red stain on its label. This jacket, the buttons are on the wearer's right hand side. Wait, is that like a weird thing? What's so weird about that? Buttons always go on the right, no? Not on women's clothing. Traditionally, the buttons would be on the left. Wait, really? Chat, is this real? Like I always say, sir, you sure know your stuff. I thought it was always on the right. Hold on. I'm pretty sure I have something considered a woman's jacket in here somewhere. This diva jacket is probably considered a woman's jacket. Oh yeah! Yeah, the button's on the left! Wow. I didn't know that. I thought it was always on the right. And this is common knowledge, detective. Nothing else seems amiss. I didn't know that. I guess I'm like Gumshoe. Wait, what's this in the pocket? A pair of gloves, also white. They don't seem to be soiled in any way. I imagine they must have belonged to the victim. They look really, like, orderly, like no one touched them, even though it's, like, right near the blood. You'd think it'd be, like, a little messed up or something. That seems like something whoever killed her put in her pocket. Wait, is that not a thing? Her hand covered in blood? This book. What the? That's Kay's promise notebook. Oh, okay. It's where she wrote down all the promises she made to her dad. Haven't seen this in a while. Indeed. Kay's promises to Daddy. Promise 1, never take things from a stranger. Never go anywhere with a stranger. A book of vows made by a child to her father. Always greet people with a smile, even people you don't know. Never cry in front of strangers. Always try your hardest to learn about things you don't understand. So Kay was still carrying this around? But what exactly is it doing here? Oh, I just remembered something. Detective Bad told me a few years back. He said something precious to Kay had disappeared from the station. So wait, someone stole her notebook? What? Evidence went missing from police custody. Also, I just realized something. Hold on. How long has it been like this? I just never realized. Like, my overlay was slightly off. Detective Bad said he looked for it everywhere, but no dice. What could this mean? And why did it turn up here, of all places? Are you investigating, Elliot? I sure am! Hey there, Twy! Also, question, Twy. Did you see the short that I uploaded? there. What do we know about this notebook, officer? The victim was holding it when they found her, sir. It was the only thing with any kind of name on it at the time. So that's how she became Kay. Talk about a red herring. Still doesn't explain how she ended up with it, though. If only we had a few more leads on the victim's true identity. So is this chick like a thief? Oh, a deduce? Hold on. Well, we can probably connect these two together. Oh, okay, I understand the sauce. I need to just do every customer one at a time and not take multiple orders. Oh, okay. Maybe I remembered it as hard because I tried to do them all at once. Maybe that's why it was hard to me. I would imagine that the victim's keycard probably grants access to this room, wouldn't you? Let me go find out, sir. Also, I have a computer, so I can just type them individually. I'm back. We found some details on that keycard in the security system. It's for this room, just like you said. So, the victim was able to enter and exit this chamber freely. Assuming that the keycard actually belonged to her, yes. Oh yeah, yes. I see you watched the short. Indeed. Okay, grants entry to the committee chamber. Oh, okay, I think I know what I needed to do, son. This. Yes, we have a rose that looks suspiciously like that. Judging by its appearance, I'd say that the flower Kay was carrying originally belonged to the victim. Yeah, now that you mention it, it does look like it's made out of the same fabric. Indeed. Let's make a closer comparison. The torn edges match up exactly. You got one heck of an eye, sir. If the flower belonged to the victim, and this implies a connection between the victim and Kay Faraday. Furthermore, it appears that the flower was torn off with considerable force. Oh god, now everyone's gonna think Kay murdered her. Kay Faraday was involved in the incident somehow, and based on what we've seen here, you're not gonna accuse Kay of being the murderer, right, Francisca? Shrimp and ice cream. I see we serve psychopaths here. We may have no choice but to treat her as our main suspect. Okay, at least she's not being like, I think it's Kay. It's probably like, the signs are pointing towards her. I can accept that. What? But there's no way she could have done this. I can't even begin to imagine it. There isn't a murderous bone in her body. Nevertheless, we lack the evidence to disprove such an assertion. For the moment, we're simply considering all the possibilities. Isn't that right, Miles Edgeworth? For better or worse, yes. It seems we're no closer to discovering the identity of our victim. Then, am I really Kay? Can you really be sure? Of course we're sure. What are you talking about? Thank you. And that person lying there? Is someone you may have murdered. But that's all we can say for now. Oh, hi there, Jackie! Hello, hello! How's it going? No, there's no way she did it. Isn't that right, sir? Indeed. I don't believe the Kay we know could have done something like this. You're becoming a real softie, Miles Edgeworth. Whoa, look who it is again! Ugh, I know that voice. Oh, is it Eugene? Yep. Or Eugene? Eustace. His name's Eustace. He's not fucking Plankton. Or wait, no. That was Mr. Krabs' name, wasn't it? Eugene Krabs. With a winning smile and the #1 name in the business, it is I, Prosecutor Eustace Winner. Please forgive the oh my god. Please forgive the intrusion. Step away from that body, Edgeworth. I didn't call for you, and I don't need you. This case is mine. It's what the victim would have wanted. You knew the victim? So it really is her. But be not afraid, everyone, for the goddess of justice will guide us to the truth. A little headache while doing my meds. Oh no! Hope everyone's been doing good today. I've been doing alright. I woke up from a weird dream that had Moggy kill some people in my dream. Otherwise, I'm doing alright. She sure will. Now that I'm here, everything's gonna be alright. Whoever did this will live to regret it. I'll show them what. Oh, even Eustace is getting whipped. Miles Edgeworth, who is this imbecile? Well, why am I getting the death glare? I've got nothing to do with him. Franziska von Karma, I presume. My apologies. I should have introduced myself sooner. Vera de Gavel, at your service. And the deceased in this case is Rosie Ringer. Is it, oh, Rosie Ringer? Rosie Ringer, attorney at law, and a member of the committee for prosecutorial excellence. Rosie, Wasn't that in the letter? Yeah. So I guess she had the notebook that belonged to Kay and sent a letter to her saying that she was gonna give it to her. I see. That would explain the key card. So, you're the lead prosecutor. Yep. Which means this case will be solved in— Ah! And you didn't tell me your name yet, little boy. If you want to know my name, all you have to do is— Ah! Oh, this is great. Stop babbling and tell me, now. It's Eustace. Eustace Winner. Yeah, you can't be giving her that stick, Eustace. I think we've established where the balance of power lies in this particular room. Yeah, the lady that wields a whip. Mr. Guy in charge? Here, this is from Grandma. What's this? Oh, the preliminary findings. Looks like it's game over for you, Edgeworth. This isn't a game, Mr. Winner. Alright, that's me done. See you next stiff. Huh. Yo, shit is mad profitable. Oh, the minigame? Yeah, home time. I can murder a bowl of noodles right about now. We're out of here, everybody. Stay healthy. Oh, the little walk animation of her helping her grandma. It's so cute. Let's see. So, the wound on her head is from when she fell over after she died. Eustace. It was the candle holder that killed her, huh? And she died sometime late last night. Oh, what now, Gavel? It's very kind of you to share the coroner's findings with everybody, Eustace. But perhaps you should leave it there. We wouldn't want you to strain your voice after all. That ain't the reason. You got ulterior motives, lady. No, that would be a tragedy. Coroner's findings data jotted down in my organizer. Okay, so she had a head injury after she died. Anyway, that settles it. We need to arrest Kay Faraday. What? What the heck are you talking about? I think Eustace's meaning was very clear. Miss Faraday is the murderer. And though she is dressed differently than usual, this young lady covered in bandages is Miss Faraday herself, correct? I like how they're able to recognize her, but not Edgeworth and Gumshoe. Like, I don't know, like with Francisco recognizing her right away, I'm like, okay, yeah, that's cool, that's understandable. They recognized her, but not Edgeworth and Gumshoe. You really mean to arrest her here and now? Person that knows you for like 3 days recognizes you, but the guy that you knew for like 7 years doesn't. If you do, then I'll be forced to object, loudly and forcefully. And as if further confirmation were needed, there it is. The committee was right to call your conduct into question. It is questionable in the extreme. I think your conduct is questionable to the extreme, lady. Please, Mr. Edgeworth, just go. It's fine. I'm sorry, I know you're playing something entirely different, but these portions are psychotic. 8 ice cream, 6 tea, 6 shrimp, 4 man. This is one guy. I can discipline her. Dwarf, hear me out. He's a very hungry guy. Or maybe he's... Well, no, it's like a... I was gonna say maybe he's ordering it for his friends, but... It's a tavern. Fine. This is anything but fine, Kay. I still don't remember anything. So, maybe I did do it. Maybe I killed that poor woman, and I just don't remember. Well, then you can take an insanity plea. The goddess smiles on those who confess their sins. It is her wish that our confessions cleanse us. Edgeworth, Cavell, and Francisco remind me a lot of Team Yagami, Iori, Vice, and Mature from King of Fighters when they're all in the same room together. Oh, excuse me. Me, get some water. Yeah, hi there, Kamada. How's it going? She applauds your commitment to the cause of justice, as do I. She's not saying or confessing it. She's like, well, maybe I did because I don't remember it. There's a very fine difference. Judge Cavell, Eustace. Just trying to wake up still. Yeah, I feel you. I woke up pretty recently myself. Do they even have any evidence that Kay might have done it? They're like, she tore that rose off of her clothes, therefore she's a murderer? If you really intend to arrest Kay, could you at least explain your grounds on doing so? Thank you, Edgeworth. I, for one, certainly don't intend to yield. Not until I've seen some evidence to support your accusations. I mean, they're probably gonna be like, she has Kay's book and Kay had her rose. Then allow me. Prepare to be hit with a face full of deductive genius. Edgeworth. 6 Amongo tea. Forget that last one. 8 Amongo tea. She realized she was a lot more thirstier than she thought she was. Yeah, this is why I like Edgeworth. He says the things I want him to say. Sorry, Dwarf, that lady is me. They call it the human race because somebody has to win it, and that somebody is me. This is relevant to the court record how, Eustace? I won this race too. I saw it before anybody else did. Kay Faraday's the murderer, no doubt about it. And your reason? She snuck into the committee chamber looking to do some of her trademark great thieving. Gonna need 2 extra drinks of tea for her 9 servings of tomato soup. she really felt like slurping that day, I guess. Which means that nobody but her could have killed Rosie Ringer. Deductive genius? That was a total mess, yet there's like no reasoning there at all. And if Detective Gumshoe is saying that, you know it must be bad. She's just like me, for real, for real. I asked you to explain your grounds for arresting Kay, yet you have explained exactly nothing. True, but we haven't seen any proof of her innocence either. I still wish the series would include a joke path in one of the sequences, just a, you fools, I was the murderer the entire time. It was so obvious because I think it would play into Edgeworth. Yeah, I think it would be really cool if they had like little alt endings like that, if like you mess up at a certain part. We need more the miracle never happened endings. Why did I think that guy on the stained glass was Tenna for a second? It's alright, Kay. Mr. Edgeworth will pull off a miracle somehow. You just gotta believe in him. Amen, Edgeworth. My deductions aren't acts of divine intervention, you know. There are all endings, I think, in investigations. Wait, really? Did I miss some during this game? I'd like to see that. Sorry, Carol. Your title is Lunch Lady now forever. I love TV. Well, Miles Edgeworth, I'd hate for you to disappoint me. But in the event that you do, you get whipped, I'll be sure to freely let you know. Like, basically every game over is different, I think. Oh, okay. I see. Like, depending on where you get the game over at.
Hold it.
There are two major flaws with the statement you just made. Flaws? In a statement of mine? I don't make mistakes. It's literally impossible. I love this idiot. And that's a third flaw right there. That is the only good line Eustace has said. You're just trying to confuse me. It's a cheap tactic, even for you. It's truly actually based. Well, it won't work, because I'm the world champion of not getting confused, so there.
Hold it.
Would you mind explaining the grounds for your accusation in a little more detail? Would you rather get your ass kicked by Franziska or Gavella if you lost? That's a good question. Because, like, you get bludgeoned with a hammer if Gavella gets you, and you get whipped if it's Franziska. I feel like Gavella would give me more brain trauma, so I'd probably go with Franziska. Like, I don't know, I feel like it would sting a lot if you get whipped for a really long time, but at least I don't get brain injury. I already suffered enough brain injuries in my lifetime. Well, if you insist. Prepare to be wowed, Edgeworth. I figured it all out before anybody else even had the chance. Before I even saw the scene. No. Before I even heard about the case. I knew it right away. She did it. She's the murderer. It can't be anybody else. Ugh. And your grounds. Yes, sorry. I was just getting to that. I love seeing him get thrown around by Franziska.
Hold it.
Oh, really? And what was it she was trying to steal? I thought she was gonna back off initially with Gavelle, but I'm glad to see she doesn't back off from whipping people, no matter what. Well, I also like how Gavelle hasn't been touching upon that either, being like, that's an infringement, whipping a prosecutor. You will be judged by the prosecutors committee, but she's still going after Miles. A file. A very particular file. One pertaining to your professional conduct, in fact, Mr. Edgeworth. And you can prove that she needed this file badly enough to steal it.
Overruled.
Oh, there would be no need to go into that. Will there, Mr. Prosecutor? No, that, won't be necessary. Please, Mr. Winner, continue. She would literally let anyone else get away with shit. She's just a dedicated Edgeworth hater. For real! And you have proof that it could only have been Kay who committed the murder. Nope! Then why are you suspecting her? Then might I suggest you try looking into other possible suspects with all due haste. For that, I believe, would be the winning approach here. The winning approach?
Overruled.
According to the reports we've received, the police have found no signs of anyone else's involvement. So, you're accusing Kay based on that alone. A little tenuous, even for you. And suggesting that there are other possible suspects when there clearly aren't is, I mean, there's a whole big ass building here, lady. If only I had something that could prove Kay didn't do it. This is obviously a setup, plain and simple. You don't have to... It's alright, Kay. The truth will come out, I promise. I just need you to give me some time. Okay. Kay isn't capable of murder. There's no way she killed Miss Ringer. Wait, is her name Ringer because she's a dead ringer? But I have to prove that somehow, or she'll remain a suspect. Okay, let's see. Let me see. I think I can probably... I can either maybe submit this to be like she only had a ticket to access that, or I can submit the key card to be like she doesn't have the key card. I'm gonna go with this. Dead ringer and ring around the rosies. Oh! It all makes sense now. Okay, I guess I was wrong. I thought that ticket only gave her access to, like, the top floor. And not that she had access to the building that she was in, you know? Why do you want to know? Don't you see? It proves that there's a contradiction in your testimony. Welp. Okay, it's the key card. What?
Overruled.
Calm yourself, Eustace. His so-called evidence proves nothing. Huh? Really? Rosie Ringer is based on a nursery rhyme. Ashes to ash. Oh, and that's why she's burned too. They all fall down. Yes, perhaps so. If only Judge Gavelle weren't here. What was her name in the fan translation? If you could try to ensure that there is some substance to your interjections, Mr. Edgeworth. Fear not, Your Honor, for I intend to do just that. Okay. Here you go. Are you familiar with this room, Mr. Winner? It certainly sounds like you are. What can I say? Winners know where winners go. I'm number 1, and 2, and 3. I don't think that says much of a good thing to say. In other words, the majority of your work is second, if not third rate. Oh, I didn't know you were Kaiba, Edgeworth. You're a third-rate prosecutor. You're a second-rate prosecutor with third-rate evidence. Why do you always have to make fun of me? It's very easy. You can take it as a slight if you wish, but the fact remains that you seem unfamiliar with this key card. What do you take me for? Of course I'm familiar with it. You need one of those to get in here. You're a third-rate prosecutor with a fourth-rate objection. Don't you? Have you no shame? Ew! Mr. Winner, do you really even suspect Kay? Of course I do. She did it. Faraday's the killer. Then perhaps you can tell us how Kay got into such a secure room as this? Without a key card? Ah! You know, there was yeah. I'm not hearing a valid reason here, buddy. Also, jeez. Yeah, I need to take an eating break after this. My stomach just growled like super loud. A masterful summary. Masterful gambit. Now, as we know, only members of the committee have key cards. Therefore, only they can enter. Precisely. Why is she agreeing with me? Please, take a look at this. I had security pull the data earlier. As you can see, the door to this room was opened at 12:52 a.m. with Miss Ringer's keycard. Oh, do they know about the letter that Kay has, or is that just me? Because if they know about that, they could probably be like, well, she was expecting Kay. We cannot know for certain, of course. But who's to say the culprit didn't enter the room with Miss Ringer? And then kill her over some sort of subsequent disagreement? It's certainly a plausible theory, but that's all it is. For one, it would require the victim and her murderer to have known one another. I mean, they do. They do. Edgeworth, you're getting us in the deep end. Don't do it. Yeah, and Kay didn't know the woman, I'm sure of it. You guys are making it worse for her. We have the letter from Rosie. Edgeworth.
Overruled.
How can you possibly be sure of such a thing? That's pure speculation on your part, detective. You guys. You're just gonna look even worse saying that. There's no place for guesswork in the courtroom or at a crime scene. Hard evidence is what is required. In that case, are you suggesting that you have said hard evidence to support your theory? Evidence that Kay Faraday and Rosie Ringer knew one another? But of course. Oh, what? I have here a letter. Dr. Hertz found it in the victim's chest pocket. Wait, so she had one too? Looks like maybe Kay wrote her a letter too? Another of the victim's possessions, and you kept this to yourself until now. You planned for this, didn't you? Is that why? It was the candle holder that killed her, huh? And she died sometime late last night? What now, Gavel? It's very kind of you to share the coroner's findings with everybody, Eustace. Yeah, she's hiding evidence. Maybe she should take on the name of Von Karma instead. But perhaps you should leave it there. We wouldn't want you to strain your voice, after all. Shall I read it for you? Rosie, thanks so much for agreeing to help with my plan. Now we can both get what we want. Good luck getting your revenge for what happened 12 years ago. Kay. This would seem to indicate pretty strongly that the two of them were accomplices, wouldn't you say? Well, she was just trying to get her notebook back. Accomplices in a plot to steal from the very room in which we are standing. No! Wait, so your principal suspect is... Yvel is a Von Karma fan, and that's why she's an Edgeworth hater, clearly. Yeah, and she doesn't seem to have a problem with Franziska either. Miss K. Faraday, for this second crime, as well as Miss Ringer's murder. I'm the principal suspect? But I don't work at a school. Don't listen to her. It's all lies. All of it. You're not like that. You'd never do any of the stuff they're accusing you of. And then, how do you explain the letter, Detective? Like Mr. Winner, I suspected that Judge Gavelle herself had some proof to support her accusation. But I didn't expect it to be quite so definitive. Nicely done, Gavelle. Thank you, Eustace.
Hold it!
We're not done here yet. I still have questions, and you'd better have answers. Would you mind if I handled this, Eustace? Be my guest. Have fun arguing Edgeworth into the ground. I can't let them steamroll me on this. I have to find a way to take back the advantage. Okay, well, I think I already know what I gotta do with this. As the letter more than adequately proves, Miss Faraday and Miss Ringer were acquainted. It seems Miss Faraday had asked for Miss Ringer's help in a plot of some kind. But, for whatever reason, their alliance must have broken down. Miss Ringer lost her life in the resulting disagreement, but she had one last card to play. The letter she kept safe in her left chest pocket, which spells out the name of the killer. She's good. Better than ever, even. I don't think so. I think we already know what we have to do here. We just gotta submit the one that we have. Think you can take her down, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, of course. Don't do this out of pride, Miles Edgeworth. If you're gonna fail, do it on somebody else's time. Hey, whose side are you on, sir? And there is only one side to be on, Scruffy. The side of truth. Uh-oh. Looks like the kid's got something to say. Well, if there's only one side to be on, then it has to be on the winning... Quiet, you. My thoughts exactly. Doomed, I'm afraid. What is this? Oh, you got her outfit. Let's go. Yeah, fucking right, Franziska. You've been ignoring the sight of truth for ages. Alright, lady, let's press you, but I think I already know what I gotta do.
Hold it!
I mean, you gotta give it to Gavelle. What exactly was the nature of their relationship? Miss Faraday was grateful for Miss Ringer's cooperation, just as the letter says. I think that more than adequately describes it, don't you? Now, as I was saying... She has been ignoring the side of truth for a much shorter time, but she is making up for it for being wrong about 15-year-old cases. Efficient.
Hold it!
Can you tell us any more about this plot? The letter implies a theft. It was written by your friend Faraday, making her the prime suspect. Case closed. It was actually a thing of hers that was stolen, not like any of you would know.
Objection!
Anybody can forge a letter. It's not conclusive proof of anything.
Overruled.
I also seem to recall Miss Faraday referring to herself as a great thief on more than one occasion. She's on sabbatical. that doesn't make it sound any better, Edgeworth. How can you be sure of that? It's unlikely she would tell you if she had resumed her activities. Surely. Perhaps she took up stealing again and simply chose to keep it from you. I can't prove that either way right now, and she knows it. As I was saying, it seems Miss Faraday and Miss Ringer were involved in a plot to steal something. No, they weren't.
Hold it.
Whatever reason? Could you be a little more specific? Not at the moment. Not at the moment. But I am sure our investigation will uncover any number of possibilities. Whereas your lack of proof that Miss Faraday is innocent continues to be a major problem for you.
Objection.
I concede that some of the evidence would seem to point to Kay's involvement, but none of it is anywhere near conclusive.
Overruled.
A letter explicitly outlining a connection to the victim, backed up by supporting evidence from the scene. How much more conclusive could it be? And what's more, where's your proof to the contrary? Oh, I'll give you my proof. Just you wait.
Hold it.
Is there any actual evidence to show that Kay killed Miss Ringer? You don't give up, do you? What do you call that letter, huh? Evidence, duh! I wouldn't be so sure. For one thing, it doesn't mention anything resembling a murder plan. It doesn't? Oh, I guess not, huh? But it will once we hold a flame to it and reveal the secret writing. I wouldn't place too much hope in that revealing anything, Eustace. And we don't need it to. Not when we have... Eustace can't read. God saved. We were able to examine the pocket in question for ourselves. And you want to know why the letter wasn't there, I assume? It's simple. The police's #1 priority was handing it over to me. The victim had kept it on the left side of her chest, next to her heart, in other words. To indicate her heart's desire that her killer be brought to justice. I don't think it's that deep, lady. I have little interest in sentimental speculations about Miss Ringer's desires, but one thing does interest me. The fact that you said the letter was in the victim's left chest pocket. It is the truth, as the goddess is my witness. That is where the letter was found, there's no doubt about it. The same place where she was stabbed with the candelabrum. I think that might prove to be a very important clue. I can't imagine Kay writing a letter like that. But unless we can get more out of Judge Cavell, I don't think we'll be able to prove that she didn't. I should try pressing the good judge in some of her statements to see if she let something slip. We already did. Okay, let's see. Okay, I think maybe this one? To show that it wasn't a plot.
Objection.
Oh, I guess not. I guess that's not it. Would you care to revise your testimony at all, Judge Cavell? No? Why? Do you believe there's something wrong with it? Well, no, nothing seems out of the place. Wait, he did kind of muse a bit about the pocket thing. Which is where she got stabbed, right? Oh, here we go. Stab wounds to chest. Head injury sustained post-mortem. That's her left side. Right? And then Did you say it was on the left? That does seem to be correct. Her left chest pocket. I don't really see it though. Was it in her left hip? Or maybe they're meaning it on left as in their left? I always get confused when it comes to stuff like this. Like, are they saying it from the standpoint of the person's left or how you see it? Was she saying it was left as in the side with the rose? I'm gonna present it just because I'm confused. Okay, so she was saying that it was the left side from her end. Okay. So the victim kept the most vital clue of all closest to her heart. How very touching. And the voices of the dead fight to be heard. And even then, they don't always reach us. Oh no, you don't, Judith. Suit back on. No. Oh, did you get her maid outfit? But her voice rang loud and true, and it told us that Miss Faraday is her killer. I think you may have misheard her, Your Honor. Or perhaps an evil spirit was trying to mislead you. Hey, you take that back! Perhaps we should try listening... Oh, excuse me. To the words of the coroner's report instead. By all means, if I recall correctly, the victim was stabbed on her left side. No! Yes, I'm afraid so. You claim that the letter was found in the victim's left chest pocket. Wait, where she was stabbed by the candle holder. Indeed. 3 puncture wounds to the chest, and yet not one to the letter. Miraculous, no? Ah, that's true. It has her blood on it, but not puncture wounds. Well, Judge Gavelle, how'd you explain that? Because I can think of one explanation. That the letter was deliberately placed there after the fact in order to cast suspicion on Kay. Someone went to a lot of trouble to create the crime scene we see before us. And that someone is the real culprit, who almost certainly also forged this letter. No! It's clear that the culprit intended to frame Kay by means of that letter. You fell for it, hook, line, and sinker. Wait, hold on. Okay, I was checking something.
Objection!
No, Faraday did it. The letter was in her other pocket. Yeah. You can't just change that. Huh? Seriously? Her rose was on her other pocket, though. The whole left chest pocket thing was a mistake. Whoever reported it must have been on their... Wait. Whoever reported it must have meant their left. Okay, see... This stuff always confused me. Like, please make it known whether it's their left or our left. Please. Ah! Stop your foolish floundering, you foolishly foolish fool. Are you just that incurably foolish? Why do you keep whipping me? Stop making fun of my deductions. There, I saved you the trouble of disciplining him. Yes, even though I had no intention of doing so. The letter is stained with blood, which suggested it had indeed been placed somewhere on her left side. Therefore, I doubt there was some sort of mistaken report, not unless the report was given to you. Oh! Ezra! Thank you so much for the raid! What were you playing today? Hi everyone coming in from the raid. My name's Elio Lappy. I'm a bunny from outer space. I like playing JRPGs, visual novels, and RPG Maker horror games. Right now we're playing Miles Edgeworth Investigations 2. We are on the 4th case right now, so we're right at the start of it, but we're getting to the end of the game soon. That beta test was PS5 only, yeah? Wait, what beta test? Eh? Oh, are you playing like a beta test or something, Israel? Gavel, say something! No objections. Good. Then allow me to continue. I saw Tokon in the shoutout list, so I was just curious. Don't know if that's what was actually going on. Oh, what's Tokon? Am I saying it right? So, we have established the existence of a second suspect. Your nose is in beta testing. Oi. Hi, Thunder Dude. Hi, Bonnie. Hi. How you doing? Tokon these nuts. Oi. No, we haven't. The murderer had to get in here, remember? Who else could have gotten in apart from Faraday and Ringer? If it would have needed a key card. And Judge Cabell proposed that the killer entered the room together with the victim. But what if there's something questionable about the very basis of her theory itself? This piece of evidence points to another suspect other than K? Is it the letter? I'm not sure what they're expecting me to really say. Unless it's the whoever came in here, but we don't know their username. Yeah, it might be this person.
Take that!
Look again at the key card record provided by Judge Gabel a short while ago. Yeah, why didn't it not record who went in there? Was it maybe Gavel? Did Gavel kill her? And she's covering it up? I'm electromechanical, how are you? I'm doing good. Just woke up a little bit ago. Oh, you were playing Tokon for a bit? But when the beta went down, I switched to Metal Gear Solid 3. Ooh. Yeah, what is Tokon? I've never heard of it. It sounds kind of like Tekken, but I'm not sure. Also, I'm really glad that the Metal Gear remake kept the Ape Escape game in it. Apparently, they did really good with the Ape Escape minigame in Metal Gear, which makes me happy. I hope that means that they're maybe considering bringing back Ape Escape. I hope so. Oh, it's a new Marvel fighting game. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. How was it? As already noted, the victim's keycard was used at 12:52 a.m. But you will note that someone else's keycard is also listed. A mystery person who could have entered beforehand and lay in wait for the victim, you mean. This other person entered at 10:15 p.m., so it's certainly not outside the realm of possibility. That's what they do. They remake games. It's very good. Ooh. Have they announced like a release date for it? Except, I'm afraid it is. And where's your evidence, huh, Your Honor? My evidence? I am the evidence detective. Oh, were you the person that came in earlier? It was my keycard. Suspicious. I don't know. Is Gavel the evil one here? Well, if the shoe fits, right? You want to put on this glass slipper here, lady? I used to play Marvel vs. Capcom a lot. What one was the one I played the most? I think I played Tatsunoko vs. Capcom the most. Because that was the fighting game that me and my friends would always get around together to play. That and Arcana Heart and Bleach Shattered Blade. There's nothing suspicious about a committee member entering the chamber as I please, is there? Although I guess nowadays I've played Skullgirls a bit more than those. Probably? Perhaps not, but that's also not the exonerating evidence you seem to think it is. Unless you can also prove that you yourself didn't murder your colleague. But anyways, yeah, Tatsunoko vs. Capcom was the Capcom fighting game I played the most. What utter nonsense. What would I have had to gain from killing her? I want to play the one that has Phoenix in it. I'm sure you know how I'm going to answer that, Your Honor. Apparently they made She-Hulk into like a judge in one of the games that Phoenix is in. Cause I was looking up Edgeworth images to use for thumbnails, and I saw that. How they were like hugging each other because of She-Hulk. I am a faithful servant of the goddess. Why would I ever resort to an act of crime? I used my keycard, that much is true, but my reason for entering this room is far from questionable. Then perhaps you'd care to tell us why. I had business here in the committee chamber. There were certain preparations to make. Do they make Capcom versus everything? They haven't made Capcom versus Nintendo yet, have they? I think that would be nice to have a Capcom versus Nintendo one. Preparations? Sounds pretty suspicious to me. I am not at liberty to share what I was preparing for. I don't think I've seen Capcom versus Eliolappy either. all of the forms of my models are just the ones that are on my side. There are like 4 characters on the Eliolappy side and like 1,500 on the Capcom side. They put Capcom characters in Smash Bros. True. But I am sure Prosecutor Edgeworth can make an educated guess. My hearing. She must have been busy gathering the documents they were going to use against me. To relieve me of my badge. Oh, who's this? I have no idea who this is. Alright, children, that's enough. I gotta raid and run to take care of some things. I hope you have fun, Elio. We shall have to throw fireballs at each other again soon. Heck yeah! I still feel bad that my internet crashed yesterday. I was still having some connection issues earlier with this stream, too. It's crazy. Dear God, Raven level 3. These people are fucking ravenous. 22 steak, 15 man, 22 curry, 19 parfait, 21 clam, 24 tomato stew. God, what are they ordering for? A stadium? It's good to keep our skills and tongues sharp, especially when we're young, but that'll do for now. Who in the... Yeah, I have no idea who this is. Whomst? Wait, his face looks familiar. Ah, really takes me back to the days of my youth. Back when I would wrangle with a certain detective. He looks like the guy from Investigations 1, like, in face, but he was like an old man with, like, white hair. So I don't think that's him. He disappeared, you know? I hope he's out there somewhere, living his best life. You'll have to forgive me. It's just, I get so emotional. The tears, I can't stop them. Chairman Winner. Wait, he's Eustace's dad? Winner. Oh god. He's gonna have like another pun name too, isn't he? Ah, Verity, my girl. Do you ever stop working? Your dedication puts us all to shame. God, this guy looks creepy. How did such a sweet young boy come out of this man? And does this young princess guy see before me? Dear child, when did you get so big? Uncle Winner, it's been far too long. What's his first name? I need to know. And so formal. I thought we were like family. You used to sit on my knee and shout, Uncle Winner, at the top of your little... Oh my god, that's so cute. Also, I see being a crybaby runs in the family. But time goes by so very fast. One can't help but shed a tear. Dad, what are you doing here? Okay, I guess they kind of got the same hair color. What am I doing here? A committee member has been murdered and you're in charge of the case, my boy. What is this? Bring your pops to work day? Silence. Do you have any idea who he is? This man is practically the right hand of the goddess herself. Really? A former chief prosecutor and the current chairman of the Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence. Oh, is he trying to get Edgeworth then? No, Verity. Eustace clearly got most of his genes from his mom. Yeah, he don't look like this guy at all. Also, are those just like multiple prosecutor badges? Are these ones that he took from other prosecutors? Is he wearing them like the stars from Yu-Gi-Oh? There's no need to bring all that up. I'm just a harmless old man, really. Allow me to apologize for the detective's rudeness. I am... Miles Edgeworth, correct? And your little subordinate, Dick Gumshoe. Ugh. So that was water? I am Excelsius Winner, of course. Of course it's Excelsius. Father to this idiot boy, among other things. Don't call him an idiot. I mean, he is an idiot, but that's rude. My wife and I were so happy when he was born. And now she's gone too. Heaven only knows to where. Wait, is she Eustace's mom? Dad, you're here. Use my handkerchief. Is that why Eustace was saying that he has to be the one behind this? Because that's his mom? Blaze the best in fan translation. Thank you, son. You're a good boy, in your own silly way. Like father, like son, I suppose. Though it's hard to say who's the bigger fool. Well, Verity, how goes the investigation? Thank you for asking, sir. We have identified a prime suspect, 1K Faraday. We are currently trying...
Objection!
You don't have nearly enough to make her your prime suspect, and you know it. Or have you forgotten what we just discovered about the letter?
Objection!
I told you, that was just a mix-up. You got the wrong pocket. Yeah! Don't test my patience. Alright, that's enough. Let's all just calm down, shall we? I'm sorry you had to see that, sir. My humblest apologies. I think you've all made your cases very clearly. All except for you, Eustace. What? But, Dad! We are prosecutors, and it is our duty to identify suspects and bring them to justice. But I wouldn't dare call someone a suspect without evidence or a motive. Please, Mr. Edgeworth. I know all about your relationship to the accused. Yeah? Do you have a relationship with the victim? That's also a conflict of interest. Thick as thieves seems pretty apt based on what I've heard. Kay's no criminal. She helped us catch the bad guys loads of times. Much about this case is still unclear, sir. Please, you have to let us... Then again, I was like, oh, is she the mom? But she has a different last name, so... Unless they divorced. It's heartwarming, really. The bonds of friendship are so strong among the young. Huh? What? What did you just... But circumstances being what they are, I'm afraid those bonds won't be enough. Did you just burn evidence, sir? What the heck is that supposed to mean? The prosecutor office needs this case cleared up as quickly as possible. Time is oh so precious. We have so little of it, and there are so many other cases. I'm sorry, but you understand, of course, don't you? God, this guy looks so evil. I bet he killed her. All right, Miss Kay Faraday. Time to come along quickly. Quietly, bleh. Yes, sir. You're not taking her. She's innocent, I tell ya. To defy the chairman of the committee is to defy the law itself. It is an act so brazen, a hearing won't be necessary at all. Are you prepared for Mr. Edgeworth to lose his badge over this, detective? So either Kay goes down or Edgeworth loses his badge? What the heck am I supposed to do? God, they're so corrupt. You'd use his badge to shield yourselves? Oh, how the committee too has fallen. I'm glad at least Francisca's on our side. I kept like getting nervous that like when these people showed up she would like follow along with them because of her pride of being a prosecutor, but I guess she's more the upholding the justice type of person than they are. Kay, you're innocent. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Thank you. We've only known each other for a short while, but you've been very kind. We've known each other for a very long time, actually. And I'm sorry. Sorry for being a criminal. Your contrition has been noted, Miss Faraday, and will be conveyed to the Goddess of Justice. What in the world should I do? When I was little, all I wanted was to be like my father. Do you think they'll delay the case, or, like, at least the court proceedings because of Kay's, you know, amnesia? That would be in their best interest to wait and see if she recovers from that, but I bet they will pull some strings and be like, no, she needs to be tried right now, even though her mental facilities aren't all together. When I was little, all I wanted was to be like my father. To become an attorney and fight for those who can't fight for themselves. Oh, thank you for the follow, Hellhounds20. Welcome. I hope you enjoy it here. Thank you so much. But now, my fate is tied to that of this one tiny badge. One tiny badge against the life of a dear acquaintance. Oh, is he gonna give up being a prosecutor to save Kay? That's so sweet. Who am I kidding? There's nothing to weigh up here. I guess this is it. Goodbye, Mr. Edgeworth.
Hold it!
Judge Cavell, a moment, please. Yes, what is it? You could take this goddamn badge and you could shove it up your ass. Your badge? What is the meaning of this? I am returning it. From this day forth, I'm a prosecutor no longer. Let's go! Mr. Edgeworth. What are you doing? Miles Edgeworth, explain yourself right now. You're giving it all up? Just like that? You can't mean it, sir. Tell me you're kidding. Please. If you're not a prosecutor anymore, then what does that make me? I have one duty and one duty alone. To pursue the truth. If being a prosecutor means I must turn a blind eye to the very truth before me, then I will gladly shed the title to be free. Based Edgeworth. I'll carve my own path. One I believe in. Why doctors always want to inject people in the ass? I feel like it's more likely that they'll inject it in the thigh. I was taking a nap during the raid. Now I'm awake and unfortunately gotta duck out. Yeah, no worries. But yeah, thanks for coming in. Baseworth. So true. I won't let my search for the truth end here.
Objection!
Are you running away from the Von Karma? From me? Say what you will, Francisca. You won't change my mind. So you're leaving me behind again? I'll never forgive you for this. Never. Okay, he wasn't doing that because he wants to leave you behind. He's just trying to save his friend. No. This is all my fault. None of this would have happened if it wasn't for me. Wait, Kay, don't go. Uh-oh. You stay right where you are, detective. But sir, I'm not a prosecutor anymore. Don't say that. Again, because he left between the first game and Justice for All. Right, go? Where you go, I go, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm always there, right by your side. Aww. There's no need for you to do that now, detective. There's no need for him to, but he wants to. Simply focus on your job and do what you can. As in, she said again because of that. Yeah, because he gave up his badge around that time to defend Phoenix. Well now, this is no good, is it? You've let a dangerous criminal run free. I try and try, and yet it's never enough. There's no need to worry, sir. We'll set up a cordon. She won't get far. She'd better not. I'll be very disappointed in you if she does. God, why does he have water in his goggles like that? What is his deal? Looks so weird. Alright, let's save. Oh, we're already at the middle. Oh, wow. It's called Tears. Dang, he really cries a lot. April 5th, 5:58 p.m. High Prosecutor's Offices, Room 1202. Okay. She's not here either. Where are you? Oh, hey! Are you gonna let me join Edgeworth & Co.? Knockity knock knock. Special visitor. Fender. Whoa, talk about an unhappy face. Everything okay, big guy? No. I gave up my being a prosecutor. You won't earn yourself too many admirers looking like that. I mean, he's already got plenty admirers, I'd say. One Wendy old bag is enough. What are you doing here? Has something happened? Has something happened, he asks. I'll say. It's been all over the news. A murder in the committee chamber? I'd call that a happening, alright. Not with your hearing being today, I thought... Well, I couldn't help wondering if you were involved. Are they reporting it on the news already? Heck yeah. A dead lawyer? A young woman on the run? They're lapping it up. It's crazy stuff. But compelling too, I gotta admit. So, were you gonna give me the lowdown or what? Well, actually... Whoa! Maybe warn a guy before blowing his mind next time. Things are even crazier than I thought. This isn't a joke, Fender. Kay's out there somewhere, all alone and without her memory. Not to mention being the suspect in a murder. That definitely doesn't make things any easier. But where the heck could she have gone and do? You sure she doesn't remember Zip? I thought she might have come here, but... He doesn't need admirers. He's already married. True! He's already got a very loving husband. No luck, huh? Can't say I'm surprised. Sounds like she thinks she's done you wrong. She wouldn't want to cause you even more trouble by rocking up on your doorstep. You think I don't know that, but I'm out of places to look. Hey, take a chill pill, compadre. This isn't like you. You wound up tighter than a clockwork monkey, which isn't a bad thing, necessarily. God, I love Fender. He's kind of quickly shot up in my favorite Ace Attorney characters list. He's so... I don't know, he's just got such a charming personality, you know? Every time he shows up on screen, I can't help but smile. This dude's super cool. After all, it's got even you running from pillar to post looking to save an innocent from jail. Acting like the attorney I know you were born to be. Look, Fender, I may have given up my badge earlier, but that doesn't mean I've decided to become an attorney. However, Kay isn't just some suspect in a murder to me. She's somebody I've come to know very well, even if we've only been acquainted for a short while. And she'd never harm a fly, let alone another person. Blow my mind twice in 5 minutes, why don't you? Kid's lucky to have you in a corner, champ. Hope you don't mind me saying this, but that's quite the bond that's sprung up between the two of you. Enough to give me and your old man's a run for its money, even. It's nothing like that, really. She just likes to involve herself in my affairs. You could say that again. What I've seen, she likes to charge into things no old barred. But she's done you some good, and I can tell. You two make a great team. Can't say I'm not a little jealous, seeing as my partner in crime's no longer around. Anyway, you need to track her down. Connections like that don't grow on trees. I should know. Alright, how about this for a plan? You're fresh out of ideas about where she could be. You can't just walk the streets shouting her name. So why not go back to the source? Look into how she lost her memory in the first place. You just might turn up some clues that'll help narrow things down. That's not a bad idea. Based on what she told us, it sounds like it all started at the big building. Then that's where we're headed. Next stop, the big time. And maybe you can give your face the good news on the way. Kay won't come frolicking back into the fold if the first thing she sees is you scowling like that. Aww. He's such a morale boost character. I really like him. Very funny. Fender is truly a force of nature all on his own, for real. He's so cool. Ooh, pretty. April 5th, 6:42 p.m. Big building, viewing platform. The sun sure set quickly. Not even a mud on the premises can make this place close its doors. Gotta chase that last dollar, huh? There's hardly anybody around, though. Guess we got the whole place to ourselves. The first step towards proving Kay's innocence is to figure out how she lost her memory. Earth to Miles! We got sleuthing to do. Also, since I gave up my badge, is it no longer in my inventory? Okay, it isn't. I can no longer show people my prosecutor's badge. How will I live? This rooftop paradise is all ours, so let's focus up and do what we're good at for Kay, alright? This area looks so pretty at night. Do what we're good at, huh? I suppose I should be grateful there's at least something we can do. Alright, let's go. God, the lighting here is so pretty. The beak and wings of a bird and the body of a lion. I guess these statues are meant to guard the peace of this little rooftop haven. Ugh. I have to say, they're incredibly detailed, almost frighteningly so. Instead of feeling welcomed, I wonder how many people have been scared off by these instead. It's a pretty sizable cherry tree. Its flowers are just on the cusp of full bloom. According to what Kay told us, she was standing beneath this tree until she was pushed and fell. Really pretty. So, the person in the raincoat that Kay saw supposedly approached her from the direction of the concession stand. Oh, Buddy Bison! Thank you so much for the raid! Bison raid! Hi, how's it going? Are you playing more Devil Survivor 2? Or are you playing something different today? Yeah, hi! Hi everyone coming in. My name's Elio Lappy. I'm a bunny from outer space. I like playing JRPGs, RPG Maker horror games, and visual novels. Oh, hi there, Wolf Slash. Welcome. Oh, going good. Yeah. Ooh, Triangulum route now. Ooh, you get to see best girl. one of the best girls. Devil Survivor's got so many good girls that like it's hard to like sum it all down to one best girl, but there's a very good girl in Triangulum route that I really like. Which would suggest that she was pushed over this railing here. The railing is chest high. You'd have to try really hard to go tumbling over the edge of it. It would be very Edgeworth. I prefer EO. Yeah, EO is very good. Yeah, like my top 3 faves are like Miyako, Makoto, and who would be my third fave? Like there's so many of them. I'm like stuck between like Ultimate or like Fumi. As good of a best girl as Edgeworth? Oh, you know it. They're kind of similar in a way. She's kind of like a fusion of Edgeworth and Franziska a little bit. Everything looks sturdy enough too. Io, Otome, Fumi, I think for me, very good choices. I feel like if anyone told me who their favorite girls were in Devil Survivor 2, I would be like, yeah, that's completely understandable, because all the girls are great. Daichi. True. Daichi, best girl. Let's go. So how did Kay lose her memory? Think there was something she wanted to forget? Maybe some particularly choice words from Miles the Insult comic? Of course not. I wouldn't dream of saying anything so terrible she'd want to forget. Detective Gumshoe, on the other hand, could do with a few more choice words on occasion. Damn. Poor guy. I don't envy him one bit. This is so pretty! Pegasus, the winged horse of legend. No, wait. Isn't that a horn on its forehead? Yeah, it's a unicorn, and it's got fairy wings. So, it's a unicorn. No, that can't be right either. What do they call the unicorns with wings in My Little Pony? Unicorns don't have wings. What's this? There's a little plaque here at the bottom showing the name of the piece. Contradictions. That'll teach me to bother engaging with such things. Very pretty. It looks like a TV for showing announcements from the various companies in the big building. But at the moment, it's just showing a regular broadcast channel. What am I standing here for? The Steel Samurai isn't on today! Oh my god. Mr. Edgeworth, we meet again! What are you two doing up here? Well, seeing as we came all this way, we thought we might as well enjoy some cotton candy. What the heck are you doing here? Looking to get yourself an even more hot water? You needn't worry about me, Dr. Hertz. I'll be just fine. I also just gave up my prosecutor badge, so... Whatever you say, Mr. Soon-to-be ex-prosecutor turned ex-prosecutor. Saw that coming a mile off. Wait, what? You got fired? No, he quit. As I said, you needn't concern yourself with my affairs. If you say so. So, oh, how's Kate doing? Was the nurse not informed that her patient ran off? Really? Uh-oh. Did something happen? Maybe I can help? How about an injection? No injections, thank you. Unfortunately, a jab a day does not keep the world's troubles at bay. Yeah. It did get kinda chilly, huh? Come on, let's head home. Alright then, Mr. Edgeworth. Catch you again soon. Oh, that walk animation is so sweet. Hey, you! Yeah, you! How about some delicious parting clouds cotton candy to brighten your day? Parting clouds? Is it named for the fact that we're so close to the clouds up here? No, it's because it's white. Our gimmick is, we take a normal serving of cotton candy and we split it in half. Part it, if you will. Half the candy, same price, double the profit. And we're laughing all the way to the bank. Why would you admit that? Why would you admit that? I don't think your customers will be laughing if you keep sharing that information quite so freely. Oh, yeah. You can insert a coin to take a good look at the distant landscape for a few minutes. Kay absolutely would have been all over this. The Kay I know, anyway. But for now, I'd better focus my powers of observation on this rooftop. Wait, really? Is there something I missed? Oh, I guess not. Eek! Wait, were you in the tree? Hi. Okay. Don't mind me. I was just lying in wait. And that would make you a criminal, Kay. Perhaps you meant to say laying low. Oh, yes, that. Nevertheless, I doubt people will look kindly on a suspect haunting the site of her supposed crime. Surely you understand that, even in your current state? On top of which, while you've been playing hide-and-go-seek, I've been worried sick and frantically trying to find you. Are you mad at me? Of course I am. Now, what were you thinking coming back here? Did you think your amnesia would excuse your recklessness? No. I came to try and help get your badge back. What? I thought if I could get my memory back, I might be able to remember killing that poor woman. I thought if I came back to where I lost my memory, maybe I could... Oh, that's a nice sprite. I like that smile. There's one thing you haven't lost, you know. Your ability to surpass my expectations at every turn. I couldn't be more certain now that you're the Kay I know so very well. However, I don't appreciate you being so reckless. Do you hear me? Whoa. I'm sorry. Seriously, Miles? You're killing me here. Ellie enjoying Kay's smiling, not just being in pain. She's smiling through the pain. You were banking good guy points, and then you went and blew it by blowing your top. Good to see you, kiddo. Glad to see you're safe. Come on, bring it in. Okay. That's the spirit. Not now, Fender. Yeesh! I was just trying to lighten the mood. Oh, what's that? Live news now from the big building where a shocking murder took place earlier today. Police continue their hunt for a young woman known to have been present at the scene. She's considered the prime suspect, and police say no effort is being spared in trying to track her down. Ooh, mama. They're not messing around, huh? You would think if they're trying to look for her, they would have some police people up here, right? Since this is the scene of the crime. Well, team, what's the plan? Looks like the clock's ticking down. And fast. I guess the scene of the crime is the room that she was in, but still. You'd think they'd have this entire building, like, covered. Indeed. It's only a matter of time before they find us. Alright, first things first. Okay? You're sticking with us from now on, capiche? But I've caused you so much trouble already. You can hardly make things any worse for me at this point. You always make things hard for me. I'm used to it at this point. Mr. Edgeworth! Then it's settled. We're in this together like the Three Musketeers. Miles here will be in charge of proving Kay innocent. And I will, believe me. So I'm gonna need you to do everything you can to help him with his investigation, okay, Kay? Yes, of course. Great. Now we gotta move quick. Can't be getting bagged by the boys in blue before we even started. You two may not have any more to lose, but your Uncle Eddie sure does. Gregory would never forgive me if I got the family office shut down. Aww. Thank you, Fender. I'm sure I owe you more than I'll ever really know. Why is Fender so awesome? Holy crap. Can't believe this thing's made the news already. How do they do it, huh? Hey, think they're filming us from the chopper up there right now? Go check the TV for me, Miles Areno. Need to make sure they're catching my good side. Now? At a time like this? And he's just like a guy that makes a joke at any opportunity that he can in serious moments to try and lighten the mood. I really like him. I hope I've been of help to you so far. I came back here because I thought it might jog my memory. How about we go over what you remember one more time? Okay. I was standing under the tree, sheltering from the rain. Then I saw a person in a red raincoat. And then they pushed me. Can you remember anything specific about the person in the raincoat? I'm sorry, I just can't recall anything. Oh, but there is one thing. I could see the moon over their shoulder as they came closer and closer. The moon. Huh? Yes, it's all very fuzzy, but... That's weird, but they were coming from the opposite side, weren't they? It was in the exact same place it is right now. I thought you were looking across to the right. Floating up there above the cherry blossoms. So the moon was visible over the mysterious figure's shoulder. That's new information. I should keep it in mind. I keep feeling like there's something just on the edge of my memory. There is. It could be the clue we need. Alright, let's just let it float to the top of your mind and say whatever comes into your thoughts.
Alright. I'm seeing... It's very faint, but... I'm seeing a small restaurant. Just a counter and some seats, and there's this incredible smell. A beautiful golden soup, not too thick, and it tastes just right. It's filled with delicious noodles. They're firm, but not too...
Are you just hungry, Kay? Is that it?
And that's when a thought crossed my mind.
I'm going to order another bowl! A captivating memory, but sadly one that has nothing to do with the case. You used to say you were the second great thief Yatagarasu. A noble outlaw dedicated to stealing the truth. Do you really not remember any of that?
Oh! I think you're right. I was a noble.
Not a noble, Kay. A noble outlaw. Still, I suppose you got halfway there. Alright, let's present some stuff. Oh, whoops.
You like pins, huh, Mr. Edgeworth?
Alright, I think she said the same thing. Oh, they didn't change the dialogue. that he's no longer carrying around that one pin.
I'm sorry. I don't remember you well enough.
Oh, same dialogue.
I was carrying this, wasn't I? I'm sorry. I don't remember anything about it.
Nothing at all. Even the tiniest clue could help.
Alright, let's see. Ah! I think I might have just grabbed it on reflex when whatever happened to me happened. There's a saying, right? A falling person will clutch at a straw.
Oh, and is that why you have the rose?
What's the matter? You're making a strange face.
I don't want to dissuade you from trying, but please, I need you to think a little more before you speak.
I understand.
Okay, nothing unique with that. I would have thought you'd comment about that.
I remember the person in the red raincoat. That much I'm pretty sure of.
But were they really coming towards you from beyond the concession stand?
Yes, they were walking right towards me. And I have proof. Of course I do. I remember they had legs.
But there's nothing out there beyond the stand. How could they have been walking on thin air?
Maybe they were wearing stilts. I don't know. Maybe they were a ghost?
A ghost? I'm sorry, Kay, but ghosts don't exist. They're the very antithesis of science.
Then this is one of those contradiction things, huh?
Okay, no comment. Yeah, this wasn't yours, was it? Nope. Okay, she's got a comment about this, because this was written for her. Or by her.
Is this some kind of contract?
In a way, it appears to be a criminal contract of sorts, I suppose you could say.
A criminal? And I wrote this?
The letter isn't handwritten, so it's hard to say who actually wrote it. Oh, so it could be... not you. Could be forged.
I see.
Okay, so nothing there. Do we have anything we can connect? I feel like any of these could connect, but I'll try this one. Thinking back over what Kay has said, the person in the raincoat approached her from the direction of the concession stand, which implies that she was pushed over the railing on the side opposite the stand. She also said that she could see the moon over this person's shoulder. But when we checked just now, the moon was in a different location than expected. Yet Kay claims it's directly in the same spot in the sky as on the night of the incident. Yeah, that's weird. This throws the positions of the moon and the person in the raincoat out of alignment with her story. I think her memories may become confused somehow. What's more, if she really had been pushed over that railing, she would have never survived the fall. Therefore, I must conclude that she may not have fallen where she thought she did. Huh? Okay. Interesting. You may have fallen, Kay, but it couldn't have been over that railing. Because if you had, you wouldn't... Oh, excuse me. You wouldn't be alive now to tell the tale.
But I definitely remember standing under that tree. If I was pushed, the only way I could have fallen is over that railing, isn't it?
Yeah, what's with this game and suspects with red coats, right? I was thinking it would have been connected to the first chapter. Because of the red coat thing. Also, bless you. Thank you. Not unless the ground opened up and swallowed you whole.
The ground can just open up like that? How?
My bad. Not a joking matter. Sorry, kiddo. But it may also be closer to the truth than you think, Fender. Let's take another look at the ground in that area. There's a chance we might have missed something. Oh? Oh, I guess that's nothing. Oh, here we go. Okay, couldn't have fallen over the railing. So where did she fall? There must be a clue around here somewhere. I'll scour the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention. So did she trip over this? The ground here is covered with cherry blossoms. Even though the tree is not in full bloom yet, the strong wind up here is blowing the petals right off. Would have been nice if they thought to tidy up just a little, though. What's this? Looks like a service hatch. Okay, do you think you might have fallen down here instead? Nah, you'd never be as clumsy as that.
I'm sorry, I just can't say one way or the other.
My bad, kiddo. Just another one of my silly musings. You don't have to take me so seriously, you know?
I don't? Never?
Well, maybe not never, if I told you to leap lyrically into my arms. Fender! Chill, Miles Areno. Where's your sense of whimsy?
So, never then.
Ouch. Talk about a deep cut. I'll hug you, Fender. I'll hug you any day, bro. Seems to be everything. Doesn't look like I'm missing anything else. Unless I'm just blind. Did that give me anything? No, it didn't. Oh, the hatch. I guess maybe I can talk to her about that? No. Don't think that gave me any new evidence. Yeah, no. As you can see, they're still hard at work up on the 50th floor. That's where the Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence holds their disciplinary hearings, correct? That's right! There have been people walking by the windows all evening. This is one serious investigation. Well, this doesn't make our chances of getting out of here with Kay any rosier. We'll have to find a way to slip past the press. I'm a cool and mysterious customer, Mazzarino, but I'm no spy. Maybe we can use him as a decoy if things get desperate. Okay, whatever you're thinking, quit it. I can tell it doesn't end well for me. Oh. You're inspecting this now too? Yeah, only one floor has lights on. Looks like this is being broadcast live. Which means we're looking at the big building in real time.
Does that mean we're on TV too?
I don't think so. The camera is far away enough and it's just dark enough that I think we'll be safe for now. At least, we'd better be. If Kay is spotted, things will go from bad to worse before we know it. And I have to deduce something from here? Is it the clock? Do they give a time for that? 7:28 p.m. Yeah, it's 7. When did she die? Did they say anything about that? Oh, maybe on this? Yeah, because she'd have to be there really late. Wouldn't she for this? Because she was supposed to be there at like 8 p.m.? Huh. Weird. Oh, I didn't examine this. As you can see, they're still hard at work up on the 50th floor. That's where the Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence holds their disciplinary hearings, correct? That's right. There's also been people walking by the windows all evening. Wait, you're saying the same thing. The porter's right. You can see people moving around. Wait, something's very wrong with this picture. So I can use a certain piece of evidence to help me deduce exactly what... Wait, huh? Is that there's a floor above it? Yeah, because wouldn't the committee chamber be the one with the lights on?
Eureka!
Question. How many floors does this building have? Easy. 50, right? Kinda ironic that just a few feet above where the committee works, it's ugly little schemes. Is a place where starry-eyed young romantics come to wish for everlasting smoochy times.
But then, what's this dark space above the 50th floor?
The gloomy underbelly of love? Wait a minute. Exactly. The committee chamber is supposed to be on the top floor, directly beneath the viewing platform. But it actually appears to be located one floor below that, clearly contradicting the supposed facts.
Maybe whoever wrote the pamphlet made a mistake?
Okay, so I'm guessing Rosie also fell down that chute along with Kay whenever whatever happened. Somehow, I don't think so. Call me crazy, but yes, there appears to be a hidden 51st floor.
How is it hidden? Oh, and that's where they keep the gloomy underbelly of love?
Ugh, my heart! You didn't need to take it quite so literally, Kay. Good. Then perhaps we can take this more seriously instead. Come on, have you met me, Miles? That might be easier said than done. It'll still be easier than trying to enjoy your so-called jokes. That gave me a thing. Can I connect those? Yeah, down the hatch would have put them in the floor above the prosecutor. Like, little place. How has a whole floor between the 50th and the viewing platform remained undetected all this time? You got me there. Kinda hard to hide a set of stairs going up to it if you ask me. That's precisely it. Things like stairs that are normally out in the open going unnoticed by people seems a bit implausible. Which can only mean the 51st floor is no ordinary floor and can't be reached by ordinary means. Oh, and that's why they have to have the hatch. And we'll just have to reach it through extraordinary means, right? I don't know about extraordinary means. Maybe let's go for unconventional. Indeed. Consider, if you will, the hatch we found by the cherry tree. What would you expect to find on the other side of such a hatch? A room of some kind, perhaps? Oh-ho, a secret room! Now you're talking my language.
Oh, let's go take a look.
Ugh. Alright, there we go. What is this place?
Look at all that stuff down there. Is it a storeroom?
Whatever it is, I think we can safely say that this is where you fell. Go team! Strike one mystery off the list. Yes, but the greater mystery of Kay's memory loss remains unsolved. Yeah, if it's not that high of a fall, then how is she so messed up? I have a red rain-coated figure who can walk on air to account for, among other things. Hey, can a guy bask in his success for a second? So we found a hidden storeroom. I vote we scooch on down and check it out. We have pretty much exhausted everything up here. It can't hurt to take a look. Is that you? Oh, hey! Sky! Is that you, Mr. Edgeworth? Hey, it's Emma. Emma, what are you doing here? Yeah, it's been a bit. I heard about what happened from Detective Gumshoe. I was in the area, so I thought I'd come by and see what's going on. Yeah, Emma! This is Emma Sky. She's a high school student, currently studying in Europe to become a forensic scientist. The younger sister of a former superior of mine, who we've also stood in court together. She gonna start eating her talkies, or does that only happen later in her life? The detective called me up in a panic. Wait, no, I remember she ate a lot in Investigations 1, too. Emma Sky is a character from the bonus. Oh, wait, she was an apologist. Never mind.
He said her badge fell off of the big building and that Kay was in a man's suit and...
Hold it right there. Didn't you just leave to go back to Europe a few days ago? And you're back again already?
Yep, I'm here with one of my professors. But not to do any schoolwork or anything, just some interpreting.
Then shouldn't you be off doing that instead of gallivanting around a crime scene?
Oh, it's fine. There's this wonderful thing called body language, after all.
That's not an actual language, Emma.
Anyway, never mind me. This is about Kay. How is she? Where is she?
Ah, shucks. Isn't that sweet, K-Meister? Your little friend is worried about you. Oh, what's this? My customers tell me maids are so moe. True. Very true. Very, very true.
Oh, yes. Who's this guy? Don't tell me you went and got a new assistant, Mr. Edgeworth.
Need to refresh the art time thread so people remember it exists. Hold up. Yeah, I don't know. People just haven't been submitting for art. It's fine. I feel like just in general, a lot of people haven't been doing much this month. Very funny, young lady. It's actually the other way around. I'll have you know. Eddie Fender, attorney at law, and senior partner at Edgeworth & Co. law offices. Edgeworth, so you are his assistant? Wait, attorney? Since when were you a defense attorney? I'm not. Say it's complicated is an understatement. Let's not sweat the details for now, yeah? First things first. But an attorney, Mr. Edgeworth? Really? Oof. It's like I'm not even here. What is this? Some kind of weird experiment? Perhaps we should head down below. I'll explain there.
I agree. The police could be here any minute.
And who's this? I'll explain later, Emma. Come on. Time to go.
Oh, alright. But you'd better explain yourself, Mr. Hotshot Pro Attorney?
Trust me. I'll explain that too. Okie dokery do. Down the hatch we go.
Oh, wow. Is it just me, or does this case feel like it's, like, going by fast?
At least faster than the previous one. April 5th, 7:06 p.m. Huh? It's dark as a grave down here. Can't see the nose in front of my roguishly handsome face. The previous one was 2 cases. That's true. I guess that's why it felt so long. Watch your step, Emma.
Ouch, I hit my head on something.
Make your way down safely, Kay. I don't want you to slip.
Oh, yes, Mr. Edgeworth.
There's gotta be a light switches somewhere. Ah, bingo. This is... Oh, is this where she got the... Yeah, this must be where she got the mask from. So, the hidden 51st floor really is being used as a storeroom. We'll need to take a careful look over all these items.
Alright, Mr. Edgeworth, you promised me an explanation or 3.
Yeah, let me take a look at that again. Yeah, storeroom. I did indeed. Where to even start?
Wow, a lot's been happening, huh? What a case.
It's not supposed to fill you with excitement, Emma.
Seems you've gotten yourself into a real pickle, Mr. Prosecutor Attorney.
I'm not an attorney or a prosecutor anymore.
Well, whatever you are, I think it's time for science to lend a helping hand.
I'm just some dude.
Don't worry, I brought my entire kit with me.
Well, if you're sure.
Are you kidding? I live for moments like this. Here, let's make this all official. Good working with you again, Mr. Edgeworth.
And you, Miss Sky. And then there were 4. Right, everyone. Let's get to work. Let's get to work.
I want to know where that elevator goes.
It must go into the 50th floor, right? Looks like it goes down? It's something we'll certainly want to investigate further, but we should look around up here first. Aye, aye, Captain. Let me know if you find anything juicy.
I'll keep trying to see what I can remember. I'll let you know if anything comes to mind.
Thank you, Kay. Emma?
Ready, willing, and able to investigate, Mr. Edgeworth.
Very well. Then let's begin. Right, so these masks here.
It's kind of creepy, all these masks listed up here in the dark.
Not a fan of horror movies, I take it?
No, no way! That stuff's so unscientific.
I think you mispronounced terrifying. Yeah, there's a mask missing.
That mask! That's global hero Ouyang Coupon.
And why is that so shocking?
You really don't know? Everything about that show is secret. When it's on TV, who makes it, so the merchandise is super rare.
Sounds to me like whoever made it may have simply gone out of business. Ooh, do all of these have different things?
That's Captain Saipon. He's super popular overseas. Everybody loves dressing up like him. Kids, adults, you name it.
So he's like Deadpool. I find the flower on his head a little excessive myself.
What TV show are these from?
I don't know a whole lot about it, but I believe it's called The Students of Starry School.
My school?
It's about an elementary school where the students are all superheroes.
So their masks are modeled on sports safety helmets or something, right? And maybe the number of eye slits tells you their student ID number. So the one on the left would be number 1, and the right is number 2.
I suppose that could be it, yes.
And that would mean a ton of slits for the kids with the highest ID numbers. How many kids go to the school?
I have to admit to being a little intrigued by this show now. He just really likes Sentai shows.
She's the only heroine the Steel Samurai series needs. You can say that again. I love the Pink Princess.
You watch shows like that, Emma?
Of course. You love them too, right?
Well, I don't really know all that much about them, but sure. You were about to lore drop about her, Edgeworth. Don't even.
Really? Because I saw the Steel Samurai figure in your office, so I thought...
Ugh, can't believe even Emma's seen it.
There's a selection of masks arranged on the rack here. There's even a Steel Samurai. I bet you... Have y'all ever seen, like...
How long has this been up?
Is the red thing just me? Yeah, how long has that been... that thing been up?
Okay, it's not just me. What the fuck is this tall motherfucker? Dental match? Oh yeah, he's in all the Tales games. At least, most of them. There's always a tall dude. What an impressively authentic likeness it is, too.
Yeah, have you guys ever seen those, like, ties that, like, look normal, but if you, like, lift it up and, like, you see on the inside there's, like, an image of, like, an anime character or something?
If only Edgeworth wore a tie, I would say he definitely has one of those. Maybe he's got a cravat version of that. Why can he speak? Because he's gentle matched. What an impressively authentic likeness it is, too.
The scientist in me is sensing something strange, though. A lack of consistency, you know?
In the sense that the characters represented here feel a little haphazard somehow, I don't disagree.
There's even an empty space here. Yeah, just an empty hook right in the middle.
Somebody using that one, perhaps. It's the Steel Samurai and the Nickel Samurai.
The Nickel Samurai always seems kind of pleased with himself to me. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not just about being skinny and cool, you know? There's more to it than that. I'm Team Steel all the way!
You've just gone up in my estimation, Emma. He likes her more because she likes his favorite character. These are all case files from various murders.
What? But why would they be in here?
They should be safely under lock and key at the courthouse of the prosecutor's office, which would suggest that somebody removed them without permission. Something very suspicious is going on here. We need to find out more. Alright. Okay, yeah, let's deduce. Yeah, this has to be this mask.
Eureka!
Cabe was carrying a jammin' ninja mask when she was found. But it looks like it might have originally come from this hook.
Scientifically speaking, that doesn't seem like a crazy hypothesis. Which would mean that Kay was really here?
As you put it, not a crazy hypothesis, but why?
Did she come to steal something, maybe? There's all kinds of stuff here.
Because she's a great thief who steals the truth, I suppose. No, I think it's too early to jump to any conclusions. I guess that's everything for this. Damn. These are badonkers.
Oh, what's the matter, Mr. Edgeworth?
Wait. Yeah, wasn't that evidence from the first case? That plushie? Are these all previous evidences? If I'm not mistaken, several of the items on display here are pieces of evidence from old cases of mine. But what are they doing here?
Maybe this is where the committee stores stuff it's looking into?
It can't be. Evidence like this is stored at the police department.
They don't keep stuff at the prosecutor's office too?
When a case is ongoing, yes, but once the last trial has finished up, it's supposed to go right back to the precinct, unless there's a very good reason for it to go elsewhere.
And yet, here it all is.
There's no point in trying to figure out the whys right now. I should take a closer look at it all. They all have labels. Labels with numbers printed on them.
Exhibit numbers, maybe? You said they were all pieces of evidence, right?
Yes, but judging by how the numbers are written and by the items themselves, I'd guess these are prices.
Who's gonna pay $8,400 for that plushie? I guess if they really like the president, I guess. Prices? I would have never guessed that. Wait, but none of this stuff could be worth that much money, could it?
The prices are very high indeed. It's no wonder she's surprised. I must examine all of these in detail, especially this one.
A mannequin, huh? Wait, I know! All thanks to my powers of scientific deduction, of course. It's evidence from an old case of yours, right?
Not this time. I've never seen it before in my life. Doesn't seem to fit with the other items in the room either. For one thing, it doesn't have a price tag. So why is it here? Huh, maybe there was an outfit on it that someone stole?
That's a cute little doll. It looks kind of like the Steel Samurai.
It's actually the Iron Infant, son of the Steel Samurai and the Pink Princess. He was born burdened with the knowledge that he too would one day be called upon to fight for justice. Hyperfixation hour. You cannot have a plot be about this monster can speak in this weird and unprecedented. This is weird and unprecedented, and have tall man in every game just speaking English. That mannequin is way too detailed. I can't imagine the pressure that must have put him under. More than most people could bear. Yes, he's young, but you can sense it nonetheless. A certain tragic refinement. God, Edgeworth.
Edgeworth! Mr. Edgeworth? Are you even listening to me?
Oh, of course. Me when I see anything .hack related.
Aw, isn't he a cutie? Look at this fluffy little guy.
That's the stuffed animal we found at Gourd Lake. He should be in the possession of the prosecutor in charge of that case. So how did he wind up here?
Aw, but look! He's missing his left horn!
He is. He never had it in the first place, at least. Not as far as we ever saw.
Defective merchandise, huh? Then we need to contact the manufacturer. I demand a recall.
Now that I come to think of it, why would anyone give the president a broken toy to begin with? Yeah. I mean, it looked like it, well, I guess that was just the glass for the window, huh?
So the storeroom is actually more of a stockroom?
Okay, I think I am going to save here. And I'm gonna get some food. And then when I'm back, we will play some Mega Man. So I will see y'all in a bit.